Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I am going to do a color and chat out of a newer book by Jade Summer. I just did a flip through of both this one and Halloween Patterns. Should go up right before this color and chat. This is their newest Grayscale Coloring Book and it's Kawaii Horror. I picked out this picture to do. Okay, let me grab a sheet of cardstock to put behind. Okay. All right, so I am going to color with my Copics, and I kind of wanted to just show everybody how easy grayscale coloring truly is. I know some people are intimidated by grayscale coloring, and I definitely was one of those. I was with ya. And I think it was mainly because the grayscale coloring books that I had were very intimidating. They were quite difficult because the backgrounds were kind of like all blurry. They weren't real clear. They were just harder to color. So if you have a grayscale coloring book like that, yeah, they can be a little more daunting. All of Jade Summer grayscale coloring books, however, very easy to color, and you're going to see, for those of you who have not done the grayscale coloring in Jade Summer books, you're going to see how easy it is to do, especially with alcohol markers. They're perfect. Grayscale coloring is perfect for alcohol markers. Or should I say alcohol markers are perfect for grayscale coloring. And you're going to see how the shading and everything is just automatically done for you. You just straight color and it looks like you just spent a lot of time on it. So to me, grayscale coloring is so much easier than straight line art coloring. Or the same, I guess, because you're just straight coloring either way, but the grayscale makes it look like you spent a lot of time blending and shading and okay, so yeah, let's get on with it, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. So I think I typically start with the skin. Got my handy dandy hex chart here for my Copics. I did not create this. Most of you know I do create all my own color charts. This was done by Sandy Alnock, and you can purchase it from her website. If you're interested in it, just leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email at lisascoloring@gmail.com. That email is always listed down in the description. So, all right, what shall we use for her skin? Let's go with E50. Do we want to give her regular skin? Yeah, let's give her regular colored skin. So E50. All right, I think I'm going to start with the smaller areas first. Let me zoom in so you don't see my head. I hate it when my head gets in the shot. So we're going to just straight color this picture. Now, if once you're done with the picture you want to add enhancements, you know, you can go ahead and do that. But I have a tendency of just straight coloring. Many times, that's all I do. So it is very, very easy. And like I said, Jade Summer books are the perfect way to start out with grayscale. I have many other grayscale coloring books, and yeah, they intimidate me even. And I've been coloring grayscale for a while. They're harder to do. Not that they're, of course, impossible. I have seen people do beautiful things with them. Beautiful pictures. It's just kind of daunting to me. Okay, that will lighten up. Because these have black on the reverse, when you first put alcohol marker down, it is going to look much, much darker than when it dries. So if you have not used alcohol marker on any of these books that have the black on the reverse, yeah, do not worry, it will lighten up. And I did go with some pale skin for her, kind of on purpose. Because alcohol ink does spread quite a bit on this Amazon paper, you do kind of want to stay away from the edges a little bit if they don't have the thicker lines. Now that's another nice thing about Jade Summer grayscale books is they do typically have nice lines. It's not super thin. Oh, and that is not skin. Okay, well, we'll deal with it when I start coloring in the dress. Oops. No biggie. So how is everybody? I truly do hope everybody is doing okay with, you know, the spike in, seems like 2/3 of the United States regarding the pandemic, including Wisconsin yet. It's, yeah. So I hope everybody, like I said, is doing well, staying safe, and doing what you need to do to stay safe. And keep yourself healthy and your family healthy. See how that lightened up now? So like I said, I'm giving her really pale skin. Now I do have some lingering effects from the cold that I caught from the grandkids. So if you hear me sniffle or it's, yeah, just from the cold yet. It definitely has gotten much, much better. No more sore throat, lingering cough, but mostly the sniffles. Not quite sure what we're going to do for her tears yet. Now, of course, when you're working with alcohol markers in larger areas, you want to go kind of fast so you do not get those lines. But again, no biggie, I guess, if you do. Some people it bothers more than others. I have to admit, I am one that it does bother. I cannot tell a lie. I don't really care, I guess, if I go into her eyebrows because we are going to be going over that anyhow. Same with her hairline. But see how easy it is to just straight color her? And then we'll do the largest area that I save for last. Not sure. I doubt we'll get this all done today. But we'll see how far we get. You always want to try to keep the edge of your line wet. And that's what prevents the lines from developing. Okay. Any other skin? Can you see any? So we have her arms, her top torso, her face, her ear. I think that's it. All right. Okay, let's go on to the hair. That's typically the next thing I do. To me, that it's the easiest. Get it out of the way. Shall we make her brown? No, because I'm going to have brown for all of that. How about auburn, though? I think that would be pretty. And then we'll make the branches more of a regular brown. Let's try E09. Let's try that. I don't think I've ever done hair with this burnt sienna before. So let's see what it's going to look like. To me, hair on the grayscale with alcohol markers is always the prettiest part. It just shades and just looks so nice when you're done. Because Jade Summer just, you know, they do such a fantastic job with their grayscale books. And when you're coloring larger areas, you're going to want to kind of stop at a certain point, and then you won't have a tendency of getting those lines. Now, again, I am saying this just for those of you who have not colored grayscale and haven't worked much with alcohol markers. I know probably the vast majority of you guys are very aware of what I am talking about. Just talking to you newbies out there. Oh, I think this is going to be a pretty auburn color. Okay, let's go around. And let's continue doing this part of the hair because it kind of continues on. So we don't get that line. As many of you may have seen my community post this past week, I unfortunately did have to have my black kitty, Midnight, euthanized. He was not doing well. He was losing a lot of weight. I knew something was wrong. I was getting him to eat. I thought it was his mouth. That he was having problems just eating the hard food. which is what my kitties get. They get hard food. But I did buy him some soft food. They will get soft food as a treat once in a while, but typically it's hard food. But I did buy him some soft food, thinking if it was something with his mouth, he'd be able to eat that easier. And I was getting him to eat, but then he stopped that too. So yeah, definitely had to get him in right away. And thank heaven my vet, sorry, I was in the picture again. Thank heavens my vet was able to see him right away. And I did not notice this, but he was jaundice. And yeah, she told me his liver was failing. And at the point that he was at, he had, or she, I mean, had never seen a cat recover from that. So, yeah, the most humane thing to do was to not let him suffer anymore. And that was on Tuesday. So I just, you know, try not to let myself think about it too much. I'm real good for that. When anything really bad happens in my life. When my son died, I was real good for not thinking about it, to the point where it probably wasn't healthy because I didn't deal with it. I lost an infant son to a congenital disease, polycystic kidneys. For my newer viewers, I'm sure I've talked about it in the past, but we will not dwell on that subject. I don't want this to be too much of a Debbie Downer video, but I did want to do this video on Grayscale, just to show. Now, isn't that looking gorgeous? Oh, I do like this color. It's looking a little bit more red on camera than in real life. There's more of a brown undertone to it. Well, I guess there's, yeah, I guess on, it is still a little bit browner here than what it's showing on camera, but I like it. I have to remember this. So, the other thing I'm going to talk about today is I was tagged in a Would You Rather tag. So, in a minute here, let me finish this little piece of hair. Let me get those questions out. All right. Now, I was tagged by Lovella. What is it? Lovella's. Oh my gosh. I'm not prepared. Lovella's coloring. Sorry, Lovella. I thought that's what it was, but I wanted to double check. All right. Now this this tag originated from Kirsty, at Kirsty Color and Sketch, and I will link her YouTube channel down below, and I will link Lovella's Coloring, her channel, down below. So feel free to go check out their channels. The first question: would you rather color in the same coloring book or use the same medium for the rest of your life? Well, I think it would be hard to color in the same coloring book for the rest of my life. Number one, it wouldn't last the rest of my life. I don't know if they mean you would have multiple copies. Otherwise, it would have to be one heck of a book to last you the rest of your life. But no, I would definitely get too bored with the same book. Even if it was one that I absolutely loved, like a Jade Summer or Color Questopia, or so many of the other ones that I absolutely love. Yeah, I still would get totally bored with it, I think. So I would definitely rather use the same coloring medium. Now, what would that be? Now, that would be hard, because it would definitely be a toss-up between my gel pens, because that's pretty much what I started with when I again picked up coloring. Were my glitter gel pens, and I still love them. But I am addicted to alcohol marker now too. And I think alcohol marker is a little bit more versatile than my gel pens. So I think I would rather color for the rest of my life with alcohol markers. Yeah, that was a tough call though. The would you rather part wasn't too hard, but it's what would you rather color with for the rest of your life? Oh, I like that. Isn't that pretty? Now look how that grayscale just makes it look like you had, you know, umpteen different colors within that hair. You know, it just, oh, it makes it look so nice. All right, what are we going to go on to? Oh, I missed a little bit of her skin here. I know, you guys, you were yelling at me the whole while, weren't you? You missed the skin by her tears. Good thing I remembered which marker it was. That does not always happen. And that's why a lot of times I will leave the markers out on my desk until I'm done with the picture, because, yeah, a lot of times I miss stuff. Okay, number 2, would you rather color a page full of leaves or color a wallpaper style page? Oh my gosh, this is an easy one for me. Anybody and everybody that's been watching my channel knows I love my pattern books. So I love wallpaper pages because it's just kind of like a repeating pattern, right? So yeah, that definitely is an easy one for me. Okay, we're going to go on to her dress. So let me quick pick some colors. Because I think I'm going to do these sleeves that are separate from her dress. I'm going to do them in a little bit different color. Let's do some pretty, I think teals would look pretty with her hair. And I think, do I want to do the dress lighter and these dark? Or do I want to do those lighter and this dark? Oh, decisions, decisions. I think I'm going to do the sleeves lighter. So I think I'm going to pick BG57 and BG09. BG09 and 57. Okay, let's see what these two are going to look like. I have no idea. All right, what's number 3? Would you rather color fur or skin? Ooh, I'm not good at either one. Definitely not good with fur. So I would have to pick skin. And it does happen to be one thing that I really want to get better at doing. Now again, grayscale skin, very easy as you can see. Now in her skin here, there is some shading built in for you. Some other grayscale books have even more shading, including some of Jade Summer books. Yeah, definitely want to learn, like with pencil and stuff, how to shade better the skin and stuff. So I would say skin. Okay, I gotta wait till I get to a point again where I'm I have a good breaking point here without creating a line. So just a moment, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, you can't do that? All right. Number 4. Would you rather color a double-page spread in a Kirby Rosanna's book or in a Clara Markova book? Well, let me tell you, they both intimidate me. And, oh, especially Kirby. His is so detailed, as you all know. And I do love Clara Markova. Have not colored many of hers either, because they also intimidate me. But I would definitely have to pick Clara Markova over Kirby. I think her books intimidate me a little less than Kirby's. I know I have to just remind myself to, you know, pick one thing at a time, just color that, and then just go on to the next. But I have a horrible tendency of looking at the complete picture at once. And yeah, then it really overwhelms me. So I have to get better at not doing that. All right. Let's go on to number 5. Oh, another easy one. Would you rather color grayscale or line art? Let's see. What's the answer to that one? Could it possibly be grayscale? Yes. I would much rather color grayscale than line art. If you had 2 books together and they were the same book, oh yeah, in a heartbeat, I would go for the grayscale book. 100 times easier to color. Now, those of you who like, you know, especially like pencils and you like doing your own shading and things like that, I'm sure there's many of you that would pick the line art version. But for me, yeah, definitely grayscale. Okay, one moment, please. Guess this is the wrong picture to color when I have to look up at some paper. Okay. Would you rather color a page by Mystic Art Mirrors or Christine Karen? I am not sure. I don't have, I don't think, a book by Mystic Art Mirrors. So I guess I'm going to have to say Christine Karen. I don't know what, what books are out by Mystic Art Mirrors. And I'm sure there are probably some very popular ones, and I should know the books. But I don't, not at the moment. If I sat and thought about it, maybe. So yeah, definitely. And I do love Christine Karen. So even if I knew the Mystic Art Mirrors work, I may still have picked Christine Karen because she also has some fabulous, fabulous grayscale books. Beautiful. If you like coloring people, and again, don't want to put a lot of work into doing all the shading and whatnot, Christine Karen's grayscale books are also quite easy to color. They're not, on the same beginner level per se, if, that's what you want to call these. Jade Summer's grayscale coloring. To me, this is like the beginner level. To me, it's also the most fun level. But yeah, Christine Karen, I would have to say on that one. Would you rather color in silence or with background noise? Oh, definitely background noise. I do not like silence. I have to have the TV on for background noise, or, even when I'm not watching the TV, I have to have something somewhere, some kind of noise, because yeah, I do not like silence. Kind of drives me crazy. The only time I have silence is when I'm going to sleep at night. That's about it. Okie dokie then. Would you rather color with a mix of mediums and brands or stick to one medium and brand? I guess I am more of a one medium and brand. I know there are many people out there that, boy, can just throw everything at a page. Have 5 different marker sets on a page, can have markers and gel pens and, you name it on a page. And I don't know. I guess I just don't do that. And I should. I want to start getting into using more on my pages. But yet I am, I guess, happiest with just straight coloring it. I'm typically in too much of a hurry. That's my problem. I'm real gung-ho to start coloring a page. But then it seems, you get halfway through it, and it's like, okay, let's get this one done so I can get on to the next picture. I am so impatient. And I think that's why I haven't taken the time to learn some of the things that I want to learn. That, plus the fact I am having such a good time with my color by number books lately. In particular, Color Questopia and Belba Family. Jade Summer has now come out with a, with a color by number mandala book. Sunlight Drawing has so many cute color by numbers, and Sachin Sachdeva and his wife Prachi. That, yeah. I'm just having a great time. And you're going to see at the end of the month when I do my what I colored for the month of October, it is 95% all color by number. Yep. Yeah, that's just been my thing. Now that I have so many color by number books, yeah, they are just so much fun. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I think more and more people are coming around to color by number because there are just so many neat color by number books out now. It just wasn't as popular of a thing for the longest time. You know, there were some color by number books out, but boy, not like there is now. And yeah, like I said, oh, so much fun. So, yeah. I would stick with the one brand. Okay, would you rather use white gel pen or white Posca pen? Oh my goodness. Ew, now that's a tough one. I do like my white Posca. I don't really use either one as much as I should. But I do love the Sakura. Oh shoot. I didn't mean to color that. I wanted to color inside. Well, I'm going to go over it with a darker color anyhow. We'll see if that affects it too much by having gone over that. So yeah, I think I will pick the white gel pen because yeah, that Sakura, however you want to pronounce it, can make finer enhancements. Although you can get the very fine tip white Poscas too, but I think I will still say the white gel pen. Would you rather color in the morning or at night? Oh, another hard one. Because I do both. I color in the morning, color in the evening. I color whenever I can. And so I typically, yeah, color in the morning before the kids come. That's kind of my stress relieving time. And prepare myself for the day. But then I do like coloring in the evening also after they leave. If I had to pick, I guess, one or the other though, I would have to pick evening. It's just a nice wind down to the day. And I am definitely more of a night owl than a morning person. Takes me a while to get going in the morning. And yeah, I'm usually up till midnight every night. So yeah, I really enjoy my relaxing and coloring in the evening. Next one, number 11. Would you rather color a page using a YouTube tutorial or use a tutorial from a book like Helen Elliston's Colorist Special Effects? Boy, another hard one. Darn. And I do have her book, that Colorist Special Effects book, and it is awesome. It is an awesome, awesome book. I do like the hands-on, more to see how they do it rather than book form, but I am definitely a book person. Always have been. when I was a programmer, I would have manuals to look up things if I wanted to automate something and I wasn't sure how to do it. Definitely got out one of my manuals, researched through it until I found something, you know, that I thought would possibly work, code it, and, you know, would test it. Loved doing that. So I guess I'm going to have to say using the book. I guess the one main reason is you don't have to go at the same speed as the colorist. I mean, I know you can pause and, you know, but you're not going to be going at the same speed as the individual doing the tutorial because it's something new to you or you wouldn't be watching it. Whereas a book, you can just kind of take your time, do it at your speed, a little bit easier than watching a YouTube video. Like I said, there are definite advantages to seeing it in real life, if you will, seeing it in action. So I actually would love to have both of them, but I guess I have to pick. Darn it. So yeah, I will pick the book. All right, let me finish. Let me finish. I'm gonna just finish in here. That skin got really, really pale, didn't it? I think that's almost paler than what I wanted it. Boy, it didn't look that pale on the color chart. I mean, I knew it was, you know, it was fair skin, but yeah, didn't realize it was going to be that fair. Okay, number 12. Would you rather color food or glass? Ooh, I'm not good at either one of them either. Not good at much, am I? I really would be bad at coloring glass. I cannot color that or like gemstones. Some people are so good at coloring gemstones and they look absolutely amazing. But yeah, definitely not my cup of tea. So I'm going to have to pick food. I think it would be easier for me to do shading like on an apple or, you know, food than glass. So I'll pick food. Would you rather color in Jasmine Becca Griffith books or Jade Summer books? Oh, now while Jasmine Becca Griffith books are absolutely stunning, they are amazing. I'm sorry, I would definitely have to pick Jade Summer books. I love their books. So yeah, that was another easy one. I'm assuming this is part of her flowing dress, right? Ooh, I do love these two colors together. Yes, yes. Okay, one moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in between here. All right. Would you rather color in a color by number book or a mandala book? Oh, no. How about a color by number mandala book? That is combining the best of both worlds. Oh, my goodness sakes. I'm going to have to pick a color by number book because I am just, like I said, so thoroughly enjoying my color by number books. My Belva family books, oh gosh. Yes, yes, yes. And like Sachin and Prachi and Sachdeva books, some like drawing books, oh yes. So yeah, I'm going to have to pick color by number. Would you rather use watercolors forever or use alcohol markers forever? Oh, another easy one. I am not good with the watercolors. I want to work more with like my Inktense, Neocolor 2s, and my real brush pens. But I'm not well versed in that area, whereas I love my alcohol markers, as you can tell. So yes, easy one. Alcohol markers forever. Would you rather color a Christmas page in June or an Easter page in December? That's an interesting question. Let me ponder on that while I decide what I'm going to color this. Maybe I will get out a gold dual metallic. Oh, no way. I am using 2 coloring mediums on a page. What? Didn't I just say that I don't do that? Say what? All right. But I just thought maybe gold in here would be pretty. Let's try it. Let's try it. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, yes. I think that's pretty. What a good choice. Okay. See, and then using this, oh, another good thing is it'll go over the top of here where I flubby-dubbed. Oh, yeah. Nice little enhancement. It's hard for me to see and try to keep my head out of the camera. I don't think you want to see the top of my head. All right. This is very shiny on my side. The lights are shining just perfect on it. Okay, next question. Oh, I never answered that one. I love coloring Christmas pictures. So, and there's a lot more books for Christmas than there are for Easter. Strangely enough. I'm assuming, though, by the time Easter comes around this next year, I bet you there's going to be more Easter books, because look at how many we got for Halloween this year. Whew. So I would think there's going to be more Easter ones, but I still enjoy Christmas pictures, Christmas coloring books. So I'm going to say a Christmas page in June. Would you rather color on Create Space paper or on tan-toned paper? Well, due to the fact that I have never colored on tan-toned paper, I know some people really like the tan-toned paper, especially with like Copics, when you're more advanced with the Copics than I am, where you can do your blending and, you know, all of that. They do like their tan-toned paper. Me, however, I would much prefer coloring on the Create Space paper. We're all very, very used to this Amazon paper now, aren't we? So many books are printed on this Amazon paper, so I think we've kind of gotten used to this kind of paper by now. So yeah, I would say, well, it used to be Create Space paper. Now it's called Amazon paper because they are print-on-demand books. If you weren't aware of that, I think I'm going to color that little thing in the middle a different color, because otherwise I'm going to lose the fact that it's kind of a button there. So I'm going to pick a different color dual metallic for that button. Okay, oh yes, love that. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm even going to go back so I can bring some more gold in here. I'm going to go back up here and let me bring this closer to me so I can see. I'm going to put gold in here, tie it together a little bit more. Does that look better? Yes, I like it. I like it. Okay, one moment, please. Thank you for waiting. Oh, God, Lisa. Would you rather color with Prismacolor Premier pencils or Arteza pencils? Oh, man, that's another hard one. I think I would say Prismacolor pencils, not because they're necessarily better, but because I've colored with them quite a bit more than Arteza. I no longer color a lot with colored pencils, but when I... what color do I want to put that button? I think I'm going to be bringing in down here, because this looks like fire, maybe? Huh? Huh. Oh, I'm kind of stuck. I wonder if I should bring in the light color from her sleeves as the background color and then use a dual metallic. Do I want to bring the gold in again? Maybe so, huh? Maybe we'll do that. So the button... I don't want to do anything too blah. What would go with these teal colors? I don't want orange or red or purple, blue, green. What would green look like? Ooh, yes. I found it. I found what will work. There. Is that not pretty? It goes with her dress. Matter of fact, I'm almost tempted to use that color instead of... I think I'm going to do that. This is very pretty. And this is the Pentel Sparkle Pop. So we have the dual metallic, we have the Sparkle Pop, and we have Copic. Ah! 3 products. Woo. We're just, what do I want to say? Yeah, we're doing that. This is my lighter color, right? Yeah. Remember, Lisa, it lightens up. So with doing the gel pen, that's the other advantage. I don't have to be super careful here because the gel pen will cover it up. Yes, Lisa was really thinking. No, I didn't think about that at all until now. Alrighty. Next question. One moment, please. You guys sick and tired of hearing that? It's another nice thing about the Jade Summer books is they typically put these nice frames around so you don't have to worry about going out of the lines. Okay. Oh, I didn't answer that one either. Oh, yeah, I did. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, the Prismacolor Premier. The Arteza pencils are very, very nice pencils also. They're not quite as soft as Prismacolor though, and I am much, much more of a blender than a layerer of colored pencils. I like to just blend one color into another. I don't, like I said, I'm an impatient colorist. I do not have the patience to layer different colors. So, would you rather color a background or the main image first? Yeah, main image. I have a tendency of just doing the back, or I should say not just. I have a tendency of doing the background last. I know there is a good reason though to do the background first. You know, you put so much time into coloring that picture, and then if you do the background and you royally screw up the background, you put all that time and effort into coloring that picture, and you're going to end up with a picture that you really don't like. Now, I know the opposite can be true too. You can color the picture first and do the background. No, what am I saying? Oh, wasn't thinking about what I was saying. I was concentrating. Okay, how would I say that first one now? So if you color the background first and then screw up the picture, I don't think you have as much, typically, and I've been off camera, sorry. Typically, you don't have quite as much invested in the background as you would the picture itself. Now, I have seen some beautiful, beautiful backgrounds where they have spent a lot of time on them, like some galaxy backgrounds, and yeah. But typically, a lot of times we are straight coloring backgrounds. Not always, like I said, but so yeah, I always color the picture first and then the background. Okay, next. Would you rather use Neocolor 2 or Derwent Inktense? Ooh, another hard one. Some of them can be so easy, and other ones can be so hard. They're both awesome, awesome products. I guess I'm going to have to say Inktense. Again, I mean, the Neocolor 2s are awesome, but I have not worked with them enough to be comfortable with them. I have worked quite a bit with the Inktense. Not recently. It's been quite a while. But, yeah, I had colored at one point in time with the Inktense, and I love, love, love them. They are awesome. And I think you can get into more detail with the Inktense than you can the Neocolor 2, just because the Neocolor 2 are more of, you know, in a crayon shape. So you can't quite get the sharp tips that you can on Inktense, which is in pencil form. So, yeah, I would have to say Inktense. Okay. Would you rather rip a page out of a book that has gone wrong, or persevere and rescue the page? I never, ever, ever rip pages from my coloring books. If it is just not going well, I will still leave it in the book and either abandon it, or I will try to, yeah, I'll try to persevere and rescue the poor thing. Doesn't always work, but I do try, and sometimes it just ends up being a picture that I'm not real fond of, but that's okay. We don't love, absolutely love every single picture we've done, right? And again, that's okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for the sniffling. Oh, I think that's pretty. I had no idea what I was going to do on this page when I started. I am one that just kind of colors off the cuff, make decisions as we go. I don't know if that drives people crazy when we do that, because we sit here and we hum and haw and we're going back and forth, and I don't know what I should do. Would you guys rather have us pick everything out beforehand, or kind of watch how we sometimes struggle with picking out colors just like everybody else? You know, it doesn't come that easy to us either, so. And I think that's everybody, you know. You don't look at a picture and just instantly know, oh yeah, I'm going to color that, and that. And even if you'd managed to do that, probably change your mind halfway through. Nope, I should have done it gold. Yes, definitely should have done it gold. I wonder, let me test over here. Okay, I'm going to let that dry while I answer another question. Okay, so yeah, I definitely would leave the page in the book. Last one, and then there's one bonus. Would you rather color in a hardback book or a softback book? I guess it doesn't really matter whether it's a hardcover or softcover. I guess all that really matters is the fact that you like the book and you like the picture. Yes, I can go back over the top of this with the gold, and it may have some of this undertone to it, but no, it is turning it kind of green, isn't it? Well, actually, I think that might be pretty too. Let's try it. And let's see. Yeah, I really wish I would have just went with the gold. I think it would have tied it all together better. Hardcover or soft covered? Well, I guess the hardcover books that I have are typically ones that intimidate me. I love them just for the art itself. I think like Maria Trolle, oh my gosh, her work is stunning. I think out of all the hardcover books that I have, hers are my absolute favorite. But even like Hannah Carlzon and, you know, all of the hardcover books are really, really nice. But I am going to have to say soft. Soft cover, because those are the ones that I color out of the most. My color by numbers, mandalas, patterns, you know, my absolute faves are all soft covered books. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say soft covered. Uh-oh. Hope it's not running out. I do have a spare though, so. Now, I may end up going over this a second time once that dries. Give it more of a golden look yet. Although that green actually does not look bad, does it? I know it's kind of hard to see in the light. It is really reflective. That's how shiny these pens are. But you can see that there's a gray undertone, a green undertone to it. So what I'm going to have to do over here is the same thing, or it's going to look really funny, right? Okay, we do have a bonus question. Who is your favorite artist? Oh, and no. Favorite artist? I don't have one. Oh my gosh, that's impossible to answer. There is no favorite artist. And many of the books that I love are not by a specific artist. They are by multiple artists, and it is the company. Like Jade Summer is not an individual. I know some people are still not aware of that. It is not a she. When I first started getting Jade Summer books, I thought it was a person also. I thought it was a woman, and it's not. It is a company with various artists drawing these books. Just like Belba Family is a company, Sun Life Drawing. Now, such and such Deva, yes, that would be an artist. Oh my goodness sakes. And Color Questopia, I'm assuming they have multiple artists also. Oh my. So yeah, I guess I can't really give an answer to that because I don't have a favorite artist. As you know, right now, my favorite books are my color by number books. So, and there too, even out of those, I don't really have a favorite. They are tied because I love them all. Belba Family maybe comes out a little bit on top. Just because I absolutely adore their mystery mosaic coloring books. And now that they came out with those puzzle books, they're just so much fun. So they may lead the pack a little, but I still love my Color Questopia mosaic books, Sun Life Drawing, Sachin, Sach Deva, oh, so many. Yeah. So that's a very, very tough bonus question. No wonder it was a bonus. You know, when I first got back into coloring, because I have actually colored for decades. You would know it. Because I am not super proficient in it. I enjoy my straight coloring. But yeah, I had coloring books back when there was only Dover Publications coloring books. There was not even Creative Haven yet. So it was just the real thin coloring books. And I had Prismacolor pencils that were actually made in the United States. And I had Prismacolor markers. Those were the two products that I had. And then I kind of gave up coloring for quite a few years. And it wasn't until Johanna Basford started it. And I seen her book somewhere. Because I was not even on YouTube yet. You know, I wasn't watching YouTube or anything like that at that point. But I seen Secret Garden. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I should start coloring again. And so, yeah, I bought that one, and I never looked back. So between her and Millie Murata, they were my first, well, Jade Summer was my very first coloring book when I got back into coloring. And then I believe Millie Murata was the second one. Now, to me, as I look at Millie Murata's books, they can be kind of intimidating because they're not necessarily Zentangled, but kind of they are, because they have so many tiny, tiny pieces that make up her picture, like an animal. It has all these little shapes that actually make up that animal, if you know what I mean. If you haven't seen one of her books, it's difficult to describe, but they can be intimidating. You have to remember, you don't have to color every single one of those little shapes separately. You know, you could take a alcohol marker and just color the whole thing in. So, yeah, so I have all of Millie Murata's books. She hasn't put out anything new in quite a few years. She did have some newer books come out, but they're just compilations of her older books. So I did buy one of those, not knowing it was a compilation. Yeah. So I did not buy her latest one because I knew it was a compilation of some of her previous work. So I'm not sure what she's been up to, but yeah, she hasn't put out any new work for quite a few years now. That was kind of a long-winded answer, wasn't it? Okay, I think what I will do, I'm going to finish up going over this with the gold. Let me see if there was anything else I absolutely... Oh, yes. One thing I have to do now, I have to tag a couple of people in this. And I know this tag has been going around for a long, long time. Again, I'm kind of late to the party. Because I am still catching up. I am way behind on watching videos on YouTube. I feel like I'm behind on everything. This moving to a new house has just really got me behind on absolutely everything. And we're still doing so much. Got quite a bit done this weekend, but so the individuals I am going to tag. Now I did look at these individuals' videos on their channels, and I did not see that they did this tag, but that would be as a separate video. Now, like me, I did it during the coloring chat, and these people could very well have done the same thing. So if I tag you and you've already done it, don't worry about it. Because like I said, a lot of us have already done this tag. But who I am going to tag is Kits and Caboodles, Michelle. Again, I don't know if you have done this tag. Again, if not, if you have, forget it. I would like to tag Samantha Marie Oswald. Excuse me. Yes, welcome back, Sammy. Oh, I'm so glad to see she's back making videos. So, Sammy, if you would like to do this tag, if you have not already, that would be awesome. And last, again, I don't know if she's done this, Shelley Lewis, the stitching colorist. Well, her channel name is the stitching colorist Shelley Lewis. I will link those 3 channels down below in the description. Also, they're all awesome, awesome channels. If you haven't checked them out already, I would highly recommend you checking them all out. So, yeah, I will tag those 3 individuals. Alrighty, yeah, these down here definitely turned out more green. Let's zoom back out. But I think she is looking, let's do a little more here. I think she is looking great. Yeah, it doesn't look like I got a whole lot done on her, does it? Yes, I do love these 2 colors together, though. Isn't that pretty? And, you know, if I can't get this pure gold in there, when you look at it from afar, that green actually looks kind of pretty in there, doesn't it? So, yeah, I may leave well enough alone and just leave it like that. And then I'm going to take a metallic silver and go over the gel pen. Go over the gel pen. Oh my goodness sakes, Lisa. Can you tell it's getting late? I'm going to go over the chain with that. Then I will finish this picture up, and I hope to put it on Instagram. I am still trying to get in the habit of posting things on. I'm just not an Instagram person, and I have to get in that mode because I very, very rarely go on Facebook anymore. So if you message me on Facebook, it may take me a while to get back to you. Easiest way to get a hold of me is via email, by far. Because if you message me on Instagram, that also may take a while. I am trying, like I said, to remember to go into Instagram each and every day. But yeah, it's kind of a process. But yeah, let me double check just to see if there was something else I wanted to make sure that I mentioned. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, I did get my new office chair. Bob put it together. I do love it. It's a little bit harder than what I thought it was going to be. But I will show you my beautiful office chair if and when I ever get this office completely in order. It's still a work in progress. Yes, I did work on my diamond painting room though yesterday. Spent I don't know how many hours in there and got all my diamond paintings away, opened up I don't know how many boxes, and got pretty much everything straightened out. Bob got my pretty colored blinds in. Yes, you know what color they are. And then yeah, so yesterday we did curtains and drapes and scarves. Oh my. Yeah, hung a scarf over that kind of went with those lavender blinds. So I still have to paint in the diamond painting room. And I'm actually going to attempt sponge painting. So I get a couple of colors on the wall, and then I'm actually going to put just a teeny touch of metallic gold over that. So should be a fun experiment. We'll see if it turns out how I want it to turn out. I did catch up on my comments. Phew. I did post on the community board, however, that, if you've seen this comment or not, it only let me go back so far for some reason. So I got like the past months, what was it, 3 weeks? 3 or 4 weeks comments. I could go back that far, and I don't know if that is just a limitation that YouTube has, that's the farthest you can go back, or why, for some reason, if it was a glitch at that moment, I don't know. So I deeply apologize if you had a specific question or maybe a specific coloring request for me that I have not replied back to you yet. If there is something that you can think of that I did not reply back to you and you're still waiting for an answer, you probably gave up on me by now. Or if you did have a request for me, please leave another comment, and I promise, and now that some of the madness in my life is simmering down a little, I will get back to you this time. I'll make sure of it. So yeah. Feel free to, I love reading your comments. I really do. So please keep commenting. Love going through and reading them. And even when I wasn't answering the comments, I didn't have time to actually go through and answer the comments, I was reading them. And oh my gosh. Oh, I so appreciate all the support and love and everything I have been feeling from you guys. It is just so appreciated. You guys are so awesome. And I love every single one of you back. All right. Enough of my rambling. I hope you enjoyed this color in chat. Again, this was out of Kawaii Horror. And one of the things I did want to show you how easy Grayscale is. Let's zoom in just a little. Again, now that this is all dried, look how beautiful her hair looks. Kind of looks like Ariel, and so looks like her hair. And then like the shading in her dress. And then, yeah, you can add enhancements, but you don't have to. So, yeah, definitely do not be afraid of Grayscale coloring, especially Jade Summer. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed this color in chat. I thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend, or I should say has had a fantastic weekend, because now it is Sunday night. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get this up yet tonight. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.